What's up, people? What's up? So, yes, the title of this is It Sucks. It sucks. Let me tell you what sucks, because I know y'all probably was like, what's she talking about? She be positive all the time. What's happening? Somebody clicked on here just to see how bad maybe my life was going. But no, my life is not bad. I'm so grateful and happy. But I am literally just coming from a run. I got my recovery drink. And I always get lessons out of every single run. And let me tell you my issues. I have issues that I'm working to resolve because they're crazy. There's serious issues. So I have 2 devices that my mentor has warned me about, and he will watch this and chastise me, but I have a problem. I obsess about things that are not my concern. I'm still obsessing about my time. So my Apple Watch, I have a program. It has a training program on there, Map My Runs, and I follow that for the training program and also to track my miles. And then I have my famous Garmin, who is more high-tech, and this is more accurate, tracking miles and pacing and all kinds of stuff. But there is no reason why I should have 2 devices, and I'm looking at them every mile, how fast I'm running. That's ridiculous. Okay, so that's my problem. Another problem, then I'm gonna tell you the lessons. Another problem that I have is that I just cannot get over that I've been running a year and I'm not running 9-minute miles. Okay, it sounds stupid, right, to not even have been a runner. I've never been a runner. I've never been an athlete, ever. Like, when I see people on Instagram or people in our groups, they're like, oh, I used to run track in high school or middle school. Oh, yeah, la, 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 la. And I did theater. I was once on this island singing, 12 Angry Women. I was doing shows. I was singing in Soul Children. I was not running track. So, realistically, no, I should not be running a 9-minute mile right now after a year. So, I find it very difficult to not compare myself, even though we say, comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of joy, right? But I have a problem because I still compare. I look at other runners, and I know it's silly because you've been running for 20 years. You've been running since middle school. You're 50 years old. Yes, you can do an 8-minute mile. Yes, you can do a 9-minute mile. And then I come and go, oh, wow, you a year in, you were expected to do a 9-minute mile. That's ridiculous. But that, in my head, that's what I battle. That's what I battle. Okay? Number one, you want to be happy that you're not around me because I stink. I stink really bad. I sweat really hard. Anyway, and I haven't showered because I wanted to get this out. Okay, so then I want to tell you, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm so inspired by your running. Thank you so much. Listen, it's not easy. If you were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna start running and stuff like April. If you're not mentally prepared for this life, the first mile and the second mile, you're gonna be out. The first and the second mile are brutal, and it sucks. And to be honest, in the first and the second mile, I'd be like, why am I even doing this? Why? What's the, I don't even feel like running today. The first and the second mile sucks. It sucks. And I see why people don't want to be runners, because when you start running, your heart rate goes from a resting heart rate of maybe 65 beats per minute, and then it shoots up to over 100. And so your heart and your lungs are like, what the heck are you doing? Especially if you've not run or you're not in great cardiovascular shape, if you've not done any exercising. For people who make couch potatoes and then they decide to come out and they're going to go running, your body is in shock. It is in shock. And so I want everybody who looks at me and go, oh, well, I don't want to be a runner. I want you to really understand the reality of it is that I don't want you to quit because it's hard, because it sucks. First mile, second mile suck. Okay? So when you go out here and you start walking and running, you're like, oh my God, this is not easy. No, it's not. But so I'm listening to this audiobook, and it's probably one of the best books, audio that I've heard in a long time. It's called Can't Stop Me by David Goggins. And it is a 10-hour book. But I'm almost finished, and it's crazy because I've been listening to it on my runs. And it's so good because this man is a rock hard Navy SEAL, went through Delta training for, like, he was in all different parts of I don't even know you could be in the military, in the Army and Navy SEALs and the Air Force. Like, he was in all of them. And then he started running ultra marathons, which are 100 miles. Well, he was doing 100 miles, 50 miles, 100 miles. He ran with broken legs. And so he talks about the mindset, and he talks about how you need to push through. And I know it's so cliche. You're like, you gotta push through, you gotta push through. But I'm telling you, when you start on this running journey, it will test your strength. It will test your most of it is your mind conditioning. Like, immediately your mind will tell you, you cannot do this. You absolutely cannot. Why are you doing this? Your mind will tell you that. I promise you, start running. Your mind will tell you, oh, you got to go. You want to run a half marathon. You want to run a marathon. You want to run a 5K. Like, why? Why would you put your body through this, right? Your body is fighting against you. Your body and your heart, your lungs, your knees, your hips, everything is saying, no, this is not good for the body. Okay? It's saying that because for so long we've been sedentary and we sit on the couch or we watch TV, or not even that, but maybe we go to work and we're in the routine of going to work and walking to work or doing the stuff that we normally do, and our body's not prepared for taking your heart rate from 65 and shooting it up to over 100 beats per minute. And so I want you to be encouraged, because in that time frame of you conditioning your body and your mind's going to trick you and tell you there is no way in hell that you are going to go from, say you're 180 pounds and you want to get out here and you want to run a half marathon, and you're like, there's no way. I'm too heavy. I'm not in great cardiovascular shape. There's no way I'm going to last. That's what your mind will tell you. But I am telling you, your body will obey your mind if you be consistent. And so today, I was really angry with myself because, for two reasons. I was angry because I know I'm such a perfectionist and I don't understand why I'm still not the pace that I want to be. That bothers me. I'm like, I've been running for a year. I should be at a better pace. But my coach said, listen, just keep running. Once it clicks, it's going to click and it's going to be good. So I'm going to try to be okay. I don't know, y'all. I need a therapist, because these two watches, I need to take one of them off. This is ridiculous insanity. I don't need two watches. And then number two, I learned life lessons. This is one of the reasons why, if you want to run, you should run, because you're out by yourself in your mind and you have time to think and be alone with God. And so he speaks to me on runs. And so today, when I literally was like first mile, and I was just like, this is hard. Like, my knees should be more smooth. I feel like a tin man out here. And then I got to mile 2 and I was like, girl, you still running slow? Like, what's wrong? And then at mile 3, I felt the ease. Okay, so here's a word for the day. This is the word from the Lord for the day. When in the beginning of trial and tribulations and things that you have, you are going to have to go through a process. And in the beginning of the process, it's not going to be gravy. It's not going to be easy. You're going to have to find a stride in all of it, in business, in life, in death. When people die, you're going to have to find a stride. We were having a conversation about a young man that we know. He lost his wife, and he's still in a very, 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 very dark place after a year. And some will say that's to be expected. But at some point you have to figure out, okay, I'm still here. I can't be in this dark place where nobody can get to me. I have to keep moving. And so the run, when I go on runs, and today I was like, I got to get on here and talk to the people, because people looking like, oh, April, look at her. She be running all the time. I hated it today. In many days, I hate it when I start. I really do. I don't enjoy my body doing things that it right now does not know how to do. I don't enjoy that. I enjoy the feeling that I get when I finish and complete my run. If I finish 4 miles and I complete it, it is an accomplishment. I have tamed my mind and my body. And that's the pleasure that I get out of running. So let this be an encouragement to you today, for life, for business, for your health and your fitness. Listen, it's going to get harder before it gets easier. I know it's cliche. It is the truth. You're going to hate it before you love it. Today, I hated mile 1 and 2. And it wasn't until 3. And I finished, I did 3.8. But I was like, you could have done 4. My training plan said 3.75. Just follow the training plan, April. I was like, but I'm almost to the end of the corner. I can go ahead. And I really wanted to do 4. But I was just like, just do what you're told to do. Just do what you're told. Anyway, that's just me and my craziness. But y'all, listen, I'm gonna be committed. This is what I'm committing to. I am going to just go through this process. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna go through the process. I'm gonna set goals. And I'm not going to be so dang particular. This is a difference between being a particular perfectionist and being somebody who sets goals. There is a difference. This mess right here, this is being a particular perfectionist, and it is not healthy. Okay, so I'm going to follow the advice of my mentor and just do the dang on run. And eventually, my body will get to a 9-minute mile, and that may not mean anything to you. It may not. And it may not even be a big deal. But this is something, it's a goal that I want to accomplish. And it seems so very far off. But I promise you, it's not as far as we think it is. It's not as far as I think it is. So I'm just going to encourage myself in my mind every time that I go out, and get better and better and better. And I hope that my rant today gives you some value, because listen, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck in the beginning. When I listen to this man talk about his military experience, and I hear other people who are in the fitness world and people that are doing great things, the phases of the beginning of business, it always sucks. The beginning of building a business is never like you think it's going to be. We over romanticize, oh, it's going to be like this, and I'm going to make $20 million, or I'm going to make 20 million or 20,000 a month. And you're just starting. And yes, it happens. And yes, people come out with amazing talent and do amazing things like Sha'Carri, the track star, but it takes time, and it takes patience and diligence and courage and persistence. And the one thing that I do realize is that it's going to be uncomfortable. So 4:30 a.m. morning runs, guess what? I don't really like that. But guess what? If I want to be a better runner, that's what time the elite runners do. That's what they do. They run on Saturdays at 4:30. And I was like, 4:30 every Sunday, Saturday, every Saturday until the race. But if I want to be a part of some of these elite runners, I gotta participate, and that's stretching me. So be encouraged today. As I finish my shake, I have blueberries, frozen blueberries, protein, flaxseed, chia seed. I have BCCAs in there, amino acid recoveries, turmeric, and peanut butter. Bye, y'all.